Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the game week review for game week 16. Another great game week for me. I'm on a huge green arrow again inside the 17k. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know what's happening this season. Wow. From 2 million game week 9 inside 17k rank. I don't think I've ever had a run like this in my lifetime, basically, or in my 6 years of playing FPL. Let's not exaggerate it, but what a week. Not everything went to plan, but wow, I was dreading. If you're new here, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. If you've seen my previous videos, I transferred out Cunha and Nori for Lewis Hall and Isak. And the whole week I was complaining how conflicted I feel, you know, selling Cunha and Nori when they were playing Ipswich at home, because I had to sell them because Isak was increasing in price. And Hall was increasing, but so I wouldn't be able to afford that. And I really wanted to have them long-term over Cunha and Nori. And what do you know? What do you know? Isak banging. Lewis Hall with a 15-pointer. Nori with a -2. A red card. Plus, when he comes back, he's still he's still going to be on 4 yellow cards. 1 yellow card away from suspension. Cunha, today, suspended. We don't know for how many game weeks. So now every other FPL manager out there who has both of them, it's going to have to use 2 free transfers that I have already used. So who cares? But let's just jump straight into it. Let's not waste any time and see how we did. So let's just go to the fantasy app over here. As you can see, I'm on 76 points in a week that averages 47. Rank right now, it's 17,374. All green arrows. All green arrows. So let's just go quick and check out. Yep, this is the team. This is the team. David Raya with a clean sheet, finally. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, super disappointed. Super disappointed. I'm happy. On Saturday, I had 2 friends coming over right after the game was over to distract me from. I would have had a horrible Saturday if they hadn't come, because this felt like losing the title on purpose. Everton at home, not being able to score a goal. I mean, I don't want to. Everton are good defensively, but come on. As an Arsenal fans are expecting more than this. So, especially after Liverpool dropped points at home with a red card, they still managed. They still attacked. They still looked amazing. Wow. I'm not feeling good as an Arsenal fan. But the clean sheet is here. Raya, 6 points. Gabriel with a 9 points, 3 bonus on top of that. Gabriel and Saliba looked amazing. No complaints on that behalf. And then Lewis Hall with 15 points, as I said. The whole week, wow. I felt so bad selling Nori and Cunha to bring in Hall and Isak. But this is it. I mean, sometimes you take risk and they go your way. I'm not taking any credit, or maybe a bit of credit. But I did not see that coming. I did not see it be a 19-point swing between the 2 that I had and the 2 that I have now. Gomez with 1 point. Disappointing. Very disappointing, actually. And I'll tell you why. Because I brought Gomez for that game. Who did they play? They were supposed to play Everton. Probably a clean sheet, you know, Everton. They're never going to score a goal. What best they can do is hold it 0-0. The game got cancelled. So I play him this game week. And he goes on, gets 1 point. Next game week, they play Tottenham away. I'm not even playing him because I already made a transfer. And then after that, I want to ship him out for Robinson or someone else. So this has not been a good transfer. Or maybe I'll keep him. We'll see about that. I'll just have some knee-jerk reaction that I'm feeling I could do with in my team. On midfield, Buemo, the legend, he was on 10 points until last night, dropped to 9. But I don't mind because that other point went to Palmer and Jackson. And I have both of them. Especially with Palmer, 1 point became 2 points because he was our captain. So yeah, 9 points, no problemo. I was expecting nothing from Buemo this game week. The only reason why he was still in my team is because I said for so many times, I just haven't found a decent replacement for him. I'm not convinced by Bowen. Bowen is not bad. I'm just not convinced that he's so much better than Buemo. So I kept him, and now he has Nottingham Forest at home. I'm going to play him. Bournemouth at home, Brentford at home are pretty good. Saka, definitely the second biggest disappointment of this game week, or third biggest, because Evan Nilsson is there as well, and he's running on thin ice. 3 blanks in a row after 2 double-digit hauls. 3 points against Man United at home, 2 points against Fulham away, and 3 points again Everton at home. Just not good for this price, bro. Not good. He cost 10.6. If it was Rodgers or someone else, you'll find, because like you don't expect value for money, you know. That's how it goes. But for 10.6, Saka, he, as I said, running on thin ice. He has 2 game weeks to save his spot there. Otherwise, we need to think a longer term strategy. What do we do? How do we spread the money if we sell Saka? Because Arsenal, attacking wise, are looking horrible. Horrible. And I'm being an honest Arsenal fan here. They're just not looking good at all. Very predictable, super boring. Not attracting to watch at all. So let's see what Saka does against Ipswich. No, Crystal Palace away, sorry. Mo Salah. I mean, on Saturday it felt like, wow, the Palmer captain won because, you know, Salah only managed to get 5 points. But this is FPL for you. I mean, even with a red card, he still managed to get an assist. And probably would have gotten more if they'd been more lucky on finishing. So 5 points, no problem. We'll have him. He has now this week's captaincy is going to be interesting because he's playing Tottenham away and Palmer's playing Everton away. But knowing how defensively Everton can be, I just don't have idea who I'm going to captain. I'm probably going to go with Salah this time. Palmer 6 points as a captain, or 3 points as I said. He was on 2 points. But last night after the Bournemouth game, he got 1 bonus point. Buemo got 1 removed, went to Palmer, and Jackson got another 1. So no problem that. On attack, as I said, Nicholas Jackson with 9 points. Again, very happy with him. This is the thing, like, the reason why I'm super happy with this team these last 7 weeks is that even when one of the big hitters blanks, I have so many of them now that you don't feel it. Like Palmer blanked, Saka blanked, Salah almost blanked, Buemo, Isak, and Jackson returned amazingly. And Lewis Hall, but that was lucky because defense, I don't count on defense these days. So, super happy with the structure, which is why I wanted to move on to Isak before he increased in price, because then I would have to destroy the whole structure to bring him in. And I'm super happy having both of them. So, Jackson with 9 points, no problem. Very happy. Again, Alexander Isak, as I said, Cunha actually scored. He got 9 points, so that's not bad, but Isak got 11, so even better. And I wanted him for long term, and now Cunha is suspended, so we would have to sold him anyways. And missed on the price rise. So, very happy. And now they're playing. Their fixtures are okay. I mean, the next 4, Ipswich away, fine. Aston Villa at home. I mean, Newcastle at home are better than away. Man United away, not the best. Tottenham away, not the best. But, I mean, attacking-wise, I'm fine playing Isak because he can score against the big team. And then 4 green fixtures, so that's why I was running to get to Isak. And hopefully he continues and doesn't get injured. Evan Nilsson, that's my 3rd or 2nd disappointment. Because, I don't know. I watched the game last night, actually, because there was nothing else to see it Monday night. He's still super involved, but he's been on 3 blanks in a row now. And after he was so consistent before that. But we'll give him Man United away. It's not a great fixture. And then Crystal Palace at home, Fulham away, Everton at home. We're going to give him this next 4 weeks, I think, because I don't have the luxury to make so many transfers. I do have 2 free transfers this game week. I already used one, and I'm really hoping to roll the other one. So, yeah. That's the team. Let's just go on pick team to see the bus team for next week. So, this is it. Maybe you can see the transfer that I already made is Colwill. I made this transfer on Saturday night. He just before he increased in price because I had the exact money. And the next day immediately I regretted it a little bit because I was planning to bring him in anyways for Konsa. I had the exact money. This was a planned transfer, but I just rolled the transfer last game week just in case, there's any injuries or suspensions and I need to. But since it didn't, I was like, you know what? I'm going to move. Konsa is probably decreasing in price. Colby was increasing in price that night. And I brought him for 4.5. He's now on 4.6. Why I'm saying I'm a bit disappointed because I kind of want Robinson now as well. And I have the money again to go Gomez to Robinson. And I feel like it was a rush decision because Colwill, to me, it's a boring pick. I'm basically banking on them Chelsea keeping clean sheets for him to bring any points because he has no attacking threat whatsoever. Everton away, it's a good fixture for a clean sheet. As I said, they're so dry in attack. So hopefully there. And Fulham at home, that's not the greatest because Fulham is decent. Ipswich away, maybe another clean sheet. So let's see. The fixtures are amazing for Chelsea. There's no problem there. It's just defensively, they haven't been the most... None of the teams actually, but Chelsea as well. They haven't been the most consistent. But he has no attacking threat. So I mean, having Robinson, he's been so attacking. Even Fulham concede as well. But as I said, we can't bank these days on teams keeping clean sheets. So you want to bring attacking players. But even the likes of Kirk has, and there's many good options, cheap options on defense that are very attacking, which I would love to have. But anyways, it is what it is. I think I still have one free transfer, and I would hope to roll that because I feel way more comfortable having 2 free transfers in case I need to downgrade a player and upgrade someone else for next week, or if there's any injuries or suspensions and whatnot. So yeah, this is how the team is looking. Raya, Crystal Palace away. Same with Gabriel. Hopefully clean sheet there. We never know. Hull, Ipswich away. I mean, not as good as the last fixture, but I can play Vandenberg, Nottingham Forest at home, but I just don't know. I mean, there's very little between them. Yeah, Colville, Everton away. Buemo, Nottingham Forest away. Again, good fixture. And then rest of the team is all... I have basically 10 players have away matches, except Buemo. Saka, Crystal Palace away. Tottenham, Salah, Tottenham away, who is my captain right now. Tottenham look good again. Jesus, I don't know that team. They go and win 5-0, 4-0 against City, and then they lose at home. So inconsistent. Palmer, Everton away. Jackson, Everton away. Isak, Ipswich away. And Evan Nilsson, Man United away. Not the greatest fixture, but hoping he can get something after 3 blanks. Captaincy on Salah at the moment. I don't see that changing. We'll see. Again, I'm going to look at what the community does. I want to play it safe. I don't want to risk too much. Just reduce the risk at this point. Yeah. If we go to transfers, this is my thoughts. I have 3 players that I would love to bring in. And 1 free transfer, which I'm planning to roll anyways. So one is, this is very knee-jerk as well, but considering that the fixtures for Rodgers are not very good. Actually, City and Newcastle bad, and then after that, besides Arsenal away, which you can bench, the rest of them are all green fixtures, so maybe, I don't know. You see, I haven't thought about this too much, which is great why I make these videos on like this. I just press record and I just go into it before even thinking too much about it. But my idea was to sell him and bring, you probably know who, because it's exactly the same price, and that's Ahmad. So I have exact money. I have 0 in the bank. So the room, the fluidity in my team is very little. Like I can't, a small price change on a player and I'm priced out immediately. But I feel like Ahmad is looking good. Like, let's look at the returns. I know this game week 13 points, but 5 points before that, and this he didn't play, or he played just the second half against Arsenal, and then 11 points before that, 8 points before that, and 6 points before that. So he's returning all of these games except Arsenal, and he cost 5.2. And he's probably gonna increase another price change before the deadline. So that's why I'm so conflicted. Like, do I bring him in or not? Because if I want to, I have to bring him this game week before he increases again. Otherwise, I won't have money to do that, and I will have to rely on. And you know how good I've been with price changes this season, which is why my team looks like this. Okay, so that's 1. 2. This one less because I really like having Buemo. But long term, after this game week, because I want to see if he starts or if he stays fit. But you know me, you know who I have a weakness for. You know my favorite player in the Premier League, even though I'm an Arsenal fan, is Diogo Jota. So if I bring Jota, I would have 0.1 in the bank, which would leave me. But again, I'm not going to bring him this game week. Obviously, Tottenham away. But after that, the fixtures are great. And I feel like Jota would start because Darwin has been bad. Darwin has not been very good for Liverpool. So if Jota is fit, he's going to start every game week. Unless he plays Gakpo in front or Diaz in front and Gakpo on the side. We'll see about that. It's a bit risky with Liverpool. I just wish one more was nailed on, like Salah. And only Salah is nailed. And then the others, they're all rotating all the time. But I would love to bring Jota back. Or just keep Buemo. Doesn't matter. I mean, he's great. And then the third one, as I said, is Robinson. I have the money again for him because I have Gomez, who was 4.9, but I bought him for 4.8. And I can go to Fulham over here and bring in Robinson. This is it. 0 money in the bank. So I'm so tight. And both of them are going to increase in price before deadline. So decisions have to be made at this point. Decisions have to be made. Do I just roll the transfer, which is the smart thing to do, the rational thing to do? Or do I just jump and knee-jerk myself into like, okay, I have to bring another player in? But yeah, this is it. Let's look at the team one more time. This is the bus team. I think this is how it's going to look like. I think I'm most likely to bring Ahmad in if I make a transfer, but most likely roll. Yep. So this is it. This is my game week review. Hope you have had also a great game week, and hope this helps you to give you some ideas and yeah, what players to bring in. My team, I just feel like I jumped so early on Jackson and now Isak and other players, so I have very good team value. I don't need to rush into players, but because of the price changes, people jump very quick, like in the likes of Ahmad. He scored against City and got a penalty, and then immediately that night, the next morning, he increased in price by 0.1. So I have very little room to move with these the movable players, because the likes of Saka, or at least Palmer, Saka, and Salah, Jackson, and Isak are not moving at this point. But what other thing I could do is downgrade Evan Nilsson to a cheaper one, like Raul Jimenez. That's the cheapest, best option. And then I will have 0.5 to move around, which could be good if I roll the transfer. But anyways, that's it. I want to speak for too long. Thank you for watching again. Please like and subscribe, please. It helps a lot. And I'll see you on Thursday for team selection. Bye. Subscribe. Come on. Just do it. I'm waiting. Just do it.